Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Ones Tarot. My name's Carmen, and there was a little bit of a long delay there because there's been a saw being used on my street. I'm trying to make sure it's done. I think there's a little bit left. So forgive me if that interrupts us. But we have a reading for you today about somebody that is focused on what would make them happy. And this is a person that they have a crush on. So this feels to me like we are letting go of a, I mean, it could be an ex or it could be, the person you had a crush on before. But this is feeling to me like, oh, maybe that's not really the right person for me. But that one might be. Hello there, Seth. How are you doing? Hello, dude. Not late at all. Hello, Bobby. Let's conspire with a little bit of wind chime tone. Ooh, and night, Dad. Hello, Aqua Beauty. Happy Friday. Hello, Kristen. How we doing? Let's start off with the energy oracle and see what we find there. I would love to see like door to personal happiness, I think is. See, there's door to value, there's door to romance. That might be the one we see too. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. So we've got the first chakra card with Archangel Michael, and this talks about the crown chakra and self-knowledge. This is figuring out what you want and knowing what makes you happy. And now we have the sun. Okay, so this is confidence in having good taste. I'm not distracted by the red flags anymore. I'm not interested in the side missions. I know that this person is genuine or, honest. Hello, first time. What's going on? What else do we have? Number 18, the sorcerer, ambition, determination, willpower, creation, and focus. And number 25, burrow, exhaustion, lack of energy, questioning motivations, and realignment. So I acknowledge that I have been pursuing something that was not necessarily the best use of my time. This doesn't have to be somebody who is leaving one relationship and pursuing another. It could be more of like I was flirting with this person, now I'm flirting with that person. It could also be I was, maybe more of a hermit or focused more on a hobby or, hanging out with my best friend. But now I'm open to the idea of finding love or meeting somebody new. All right, this is the Egyptian tarot. What else do we have? King of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, the World, and the Six of Swords in the reverse. So because you don't regret how you handled things with me, I'm not going to feel bad about letting that go. You haven't apologized or you haven't sought to make things right. You are stuck in your ways or you're being stubborn. So I have decided to let this go. I have decided to let this be the end of a chapter and start a new chapter. Hello, Elise. Good morning. How are you doing? You have the Two of Pentacles and the reverse. Did I miss Peggy? Hello, Peggy. And then the Judgment card in the reverse. Tower. Oh, we got a few extras here. This is instability. Feeling like everything is changing. But knowing that that's how you get to where you need to be. When you decide that one path is no longer something that's passable, right? That's not the direction I should go. That's not the place that would get me to safety. It helps you to identify which path is the right one. So this is a change of plans. This Tower card is, or a change in perspective. I thought I wanted to go south, but now I want to go north. I thought I wanted to go east. Now I want to go west. I thought I wanted to deal with someone from my past. Now I want somebody new. So we have healing from heartbreak and a willingness to let go of that pain or that sadness or that longing, and instead focus on what else the universe has to offer. Hello, Johnny. Happy Friday to you. Hello, Aya. How's your day going? We've got Empress clarifying the King of Swords in the reverse, the Knight of Swords, and the Lovers. So I made a choice because I had to be honest with myself about what was going on or how you treated me or what you said. And this has motivated action, fast-moving action, and obviously that requires a decision. This is a decision to do right by yourself. I know what kind of treatment I deserve. I know what kind of respect I deserve. If you don't offer that, then I will keep it moving. So this is leaving the past in the past. Seven of Swords, King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Sun. I wanted to believe the things you said to me. I wanted to believe that I was important to you, or I wanted to believe that you were going to change. I wanted to believe that you were telling me the truth about where you were or what you want or what your last name is, whatever it is, right? This is, I'm not going to try to spin my wheels figuring out if you're being honest to me. If you have presented yourself to be a dishonest person, I'm just going to accept that I can't trust anything you tell me. And if that's true, then my happiness is elsewhere. This is enlightenment or acknowledging I've maybe been a bit blinded by love, and I need to be more honest about who this person is, or I need to be more honest with myself about what I deserve. Hello, Asusena. How are you doing today? Hello, cool girl. Hello, Carrie and Voyager. What's going on? Yay, I'm glad to hear it. Let's get a few from the Fairy Lenormand. What else do we have? Which is the stars. You guys have gotten the whip, I think, like 3 times in the last 2 days. It's like someone is realizing that by trying to fix something that no one on the other side is trying to fix, they're really just punishing themselves. If we're trying to move a couch, me and you, it's a heavy couch, okay? Maybe there's even some stairs involved or a door. I don't know. It's not easy, right? If we agree to lift that couch, move it over a threshold, and then put it down, and halfway through you decide to just let go, that's not going to work well for me. That's not going to work at all. You might break one of my nails. No, break your face. I'm just kidding. This is somebody who spent too long wondering what they needed to do differently instead of asking themselves why the person they were dealing with wasn't changing their behavior. You blamed yourself, or you took on too much of the responsibility for why this connection wasn't moving forward. If the other person let go, you can't make up for it. You can't, like, as far as I don't know your wingspan, but you can't just like hug a couch and get it through there. Some people probably can. Maybe that's your job. Not me. This is somebody realizing I took responsibility for the entire amount of healing in that relationship when it should have been 50-50. They should have been helping too. They should have been working on things too. If you know my channel, you know that when the whip comes out, I tell a little joke. Hello, Illuminati. How's it going? The whip. No, not the whip. The whip. No, please, not the whip. The whip. No, please, anything but the whip. Anything? The whip. All right, what else do we have? Ooh, we have the mice. This talks about, it can be theft, but more so loss, right? And then number 22, which is talking about the paths, a choice, much like the Lovers talks about a choice. This is somebody who realizes, I have spent enough time wondering what I can do to make that work. I have spent enough time trying to justify why things happened, or why you said what you did, or why you walked away, or why you abandoned the relationship. Whatever this is acknowledging that somebody else could have done better by you. Somebody else could have put more effort in. i.e., you are not the problem. You may have contributed to the problem, but you see things more clearly now in terms of the responsibility the other person involved had. You're realizing you deserve better than what they offered you. I would point out we have the whip, which is number 11, clarified by number 22, which is the paths. So this is somebody who is realizing they've gotten burned by one love connection or by a choice they made in love, and they aren't going to make that choice anymore. They're ready for a different direction. This is the Santa Muerte deck. I agree, Peggy. Four of Pentacles. The Moon. Two of Swords in the reverse. If you keep to yourself, or if you hold back from saying what you needed to say, if you don't want to be honest about the secret you kept or the thing you lied about, then I'm going to accept that as you making the decision that this is not one of your priorities. I do feel like there's something this person has to be honest with you about, something they kept secret from you, something they lied to you about, something they wanted to distract you from. And if they are not honest about this, then there's no way this moves forward. You have decided to no longer hold out. I've given you ample time. You didn't want to say what you needed to say. So even though you didn't make that effort, I can still make a judgment call. I can still make a decision, because this is clarifying the Lovers, which is a decision. You didn't defend yourself in the court of love, but I'm making a judgment against you anyways, right? Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. High Priestess in the reverse, and the Ten of Pentacles. This person was pretty convinced that you were connected to them in such a way, or maybe they would say obsessed with them in such a way that you would be thinking about them for a long time, that they could always come back and depend upon you as being an option, and they were wrong, or they're about to find out that they were wrong. And I'm not sure how that's going to go for them. Hello, Mario. How are you doing? They are going to realize at some point, I don't know if you'll see it, but they're going to realize at some point that they have like grossly misjudged your ability to walk away. Page of Swords in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. I have chosen to be honest with myself. I have chosen to not be stuck in grief or asking myself what I could have done differently. Instead, I'm being honest with myself and acknowledging that you needed to do some things differently. I waited for you to do some things. You didn't do that. You weren't honest, or you didn't tell me what this was. Secret. Because the Page of Swords in the reverse indicates issues with regards to communication and honesty. Five of Cups in the reverse, I don't really regret, or I haven't demonstrated that I feel bad about what happened. I'm ignoring accountability or trying to evade it. Seven of Cups in the reverse is your clarity. You see this person for who they are. You see that they're not changing their behavior, that they maybe have a tendency to be dishonest or misleading with their information or their comments. You're not really here for that anymore. You are getting over this person. Magician in the reverse and the World. Oh, let's get one more. Or two. All right. So basically, this is like time's up. If you couldn't figure out how to approach this in a more respectful way, or if you couldn't figure out how to heal what you needed to heal, I can't wait forever. Them's the rules. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the Tower. I'm not, a back burner person just waiting for you to like realize you have time for me. Hello, Nathaniel. How are you doing? Hello, Rachel. This is saying things are about to change. The Tower is that decision to move away from somebody who expects you to always be hung up on them or always be an option, always have a crush on them. All right, this is the Pause Tarot. What else do we have? That's fair, Illuminati. I don't blame you. What else do we have? Hanged Man in the reverse. Four of Swords and Strength. I was caught up. I was a little lost there. I hung out by myself. I avoided others. Maybe I wasn't hanging out with my friends. Maybe I wasn't interested in anybody, right? But after taking some time, after thinking about the situation, I have learned from it. I have figured out what I needed to learn from this. And this is, I deserve people that communicate respectfully and clearly with me about what's going on, whether that's friendship or love. Deal with me honestly. Don't play games. Don't, try to get things to happen without you having to ask for them. Don't tell me you feel one way when it's another. This is, I know what I deserve. I know what I should have in terms of connections or relationships. And you can either meet those requirements or be gone. Magician in the reverse again, huh? So I think you had a conversation, or you made it pretty clear to this person you had changed. You needed something more respectable. You needed this person to rise to the occasion. You showed that you offered quite a lot, or that you had value. or that you know your value, but this person still failed to rise to that occasion, still avoided their healing. Fool in the reverse, they did not take that opportunity. They did not take that cue. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Justice. Three of Swords. Six of Pentacles. So you left this heart broken. You did not try to mend that situation, which leads to like the second version of things being made right, is how I see this, because both the Six of Pentacles and the Justice card are about making things fair or about balance. This is saying, I'm no longer going to give to the past. I'm ready to give to the future. I'm not going to continue to give to something that does not give back. Three of Pentacles in the reverse, letting someone go. No longer associating with someone. And it catches them by surprise. They don't expect you to distance yourself, at least not over a long period of time. They might expect you to be, I thought this card was going to come out. They might expect you to, get mad and not talk to them for a day. But for you to just say, I think I'm ready to not talk to you anymore, or even block them, you're going to be like, what? I thought you were obsessed with me. You thought wrong, I guess. It's cool though. I used to think a lot of things. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. This person's going to be confronted with the reality that you are ready to move on, that you are no longer pursuing this, or that you're not holding space for them anymore, right? This is the Wild Reflections Tarot. It happens, cool girl. No need to be upset about it. We all learn from these things, right? I would love to see the Nine of Pentacles come out of this, but we'll see what happens. It could be more focused on somebody like a new love. We've got Lovers in the reverse, Four of Wands. Rejection is protection, but it can also be rejection is elevation. This Four of Wands is you leveling up. Things improve in your life when you let go of this burden or this like focus, this obsession. Three of Pentacles. This feels like new friends, new potential love interests. I see you as perhaps the weather improves, at least in my hemisphere, as things get a little bit easier for you and you've healed, there are opportunities for you to connect with new people or find your soul tribe. Hello, Nick. How are you doing? It's not allowed. Hello, Tiagra. How are you doing? You can be obsessed with just about anything, honey. It's just a matter of making sure you acknowledge whether or not that's really working out for you. Most obsessions aren't healthy. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. The World in the reverse. You did not put the work in, so I'm going to go elsewhere. It doesn't mean that I can't be happy just because you're not willing to do what you need to do, right? What's Tiana getting into today? Hello, Chenlo. What's up? Happy Friday. There's more to life for this person. They don't want to get stuck in the past. And I do feel like there's some change or some happenstance, something good in terms of meeting new people, finding some new hobbies or some new circles to run in. And this really helps you with regards to recovery or seeing new paths appear before you, right? Yay, that's the one I wanted to see. Nine of Pentacles. This is independence. This is also listening to your intuition. I'm not going to get distracted by what isn't for me. I'm not going to feel bad for moving on. This is like a really happy energy that implies you're going to feel like everything is happening the way it should, or that you are where you're supposed to be. And this is after you've dealt with the Eight of Swords, trying to figure out, how can I make things go my way? How can I make this work? How can I get this person to talk to me or get this problem resolved? Well, if it isn't my problem because it's because someone isn't healing, then I can just accept that it's not working, and then it's not my problem anymore. Knight of Pentacles, so slow movement, but movement forward nonetheless. And this Knight of Pentacles has a guy that's looking at a map, kind of looks like a treasure map, but this feels like adventure, right? I know it might take a little while. I know it might not be easy. I know I might, run out of snacks, but I'm going to go anyways. I'm going to do this. It's decisive energy, right? Hello, Carly. How are you doing? What else do we have? Oh, my Lord. That sounds crazy. Good luck with that. We have the Hierophant, the Queen of Wands, and the Tower in the reverse. I would imagine you feel closer to yourself. If that's a weird way of putting it, that's fine. But you know yourself better, and you know what you believe. You know what you feel about yourself, or how other people should see you. This is confidence with the Queen of Wands, but with the Hierophant, it also has an element of you knowing what your morals and principles are, like more like readily, because you've been faced with situations where you really had to decide, what am I going to defend? What am I going to advocate for? What is an actual deal breaker? Because I could tell you that you doing this is a deal breaker, but unless I actually leave, if you do that, then it's not really a deal breaker, is it? So this is, my words mean something. If I tell you that something isn't working out, or if I tell you I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Just watch. So there's somebody who could be a little bit surprised at your tenacity. Six of Pentacles and the Star in the reverse. There is some karma in store for this person in your past who has not treated you the way that they should have. And that is possibly something you're going to be a witness to. You may see them kind of lose their cool because you are moving on. And that for some of you is going to be a little bit of a test. For others of you, it's just going to be like, oh, not again. You're throwing a fit, huh? Never saw that one coming. But I think whoever I'm rooting for, it seems like you're quite focused on the future, new things, new friends, new people. This is the Wild Unknown. Ten of Cups and the Father of Swords, which would be the King of Swords. So there's somebody around the corner here. There's somebody you're about to meet. This is somebody who is quite comfortable with themselves, quite authentic, and they are genuine, especially with regards to the people that they care about. So if they love you, they're going to tell you. If they say they're going to be somewhere, they're going to be that, like, on time, right? This is a very reliable and kind energy, with that emphasis being on honesty. This is somebody who is healed, somebody who has defended themselves in a similar situation. So you may connect with this new person. It could be a really close friend versus a new love opportunity. But I feel like for the majority of you, this is a new love that has gone through a very similar experience with regards to codependent connections or people who won't really invest in what you're pursuing. So you may connect over a similar experience, and you may travel together. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, Son of Swords or the Page of Swords, the Hanged Man. This tends to be a pretty popular theme where you decide, you know what, you're indecisive or you're not able to like put forth the effort. So I'm going to move on. And then that person decides, oh, wait. Now I can tell you how I feel. Now I can do that. So be cautious. When you do find this new love, there's a pretty good chance that you'll get communication from that person who is not willing to put the effort in before. And what are their intentions? Two of Swords in the reverse and the Empress to tell you that they've decided they want you. I think for the majority of you, it's going to be too little too late. Yep, a little too late. Hello, Jane Doe. How's it going? I think they're going to make their last ditch effort too soon, or sorry, too late. And you're going to be like, what? Why are you talking to me? I think you're going to feel like it's a little silly or a little bit like of a waste of time. What else do we need to know about this, please? Number 34, the Fish. This talks about good news. And number 42, the Compass. So there is good news about you, something that is going well in your life that reaches this person that did not give you the time of day. That is why they are contacting you. They hear a rumor or they see, maybe even on your social media, that you're pursuing someone else or maybe even in a relationship with someone else. And because they hear about that, they want to find an opportunity to talk to you. It's the Woman Without a Shirt, number 29, and the Sarcophagus. So there's, in this Lenormand, it's an extended Lenormand, there's 2 women and 2 men. Both are 28 and 29 in terms of the number on the card. One has a shirt, one has no shirt for each of the genders. And this is the Woman Without a Shirt. I know I'm hiding it because I don't want to get in trouble. This is somebody saying, I am not here whenever you want to entertain me. That's not who I am. I am not that person. I am not open for casual connections or people who do not tell me what they're interested in or demonstrate that they are genuine. Hello, Luke. How are you doing? So this is, I'm sorry, I have already ended things. I've already decided this isn't going to work out because you want to connect with me when it works on your time. It's not ever about what's right. It's not ever about being respectful of me. So how about no? This is a rejection. After somebody makes, I think, a pretty like serious effort to come see you or to talk to you, in their mind, you may not see it as a very serious effort. But this is somebody who's like, oh, of course they'll talk to me. Oh, of course they'll see me. Of course they'll meet me. How could they not? But they don't take it seriously that you have established yourself elsewhere, that you don't really see a need to connect with this person anymore because you understand that they have this pattern. They do these same behaviors over and over again. I'm going to draw you back in. I'm going to make you feel like you're part of my inner circle, and then I'm going to run away. And you're not interested in that. Let's see if we get the new love card, shall we? This is the Romance Angel Oracle. Oh, I think it's still used. But I don't know. I think Feed My Cat is maybe the slightly more recent version of that. What else do we have? Engagement. Something moves to pretty serious in the near future for you. After you walk away from something, after you disconnect from a community or a person, because you have the retreat card, and then you find your soulmate. So I know I was hung up on that person from my past. I know that it was difficult for me to envision things going a different way, but now that's changing. Now my mindset is changing. I've had a little time to think about it. Maybe I read a few good books, listened to some good albums. And now we have this soulmate that shows up. Somebody else that is more likely to put that effort in, right? We have children. Your love life is being affected by children. And passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So this is encouraging you to explore, I think, new alternatives or new people. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? Number 28, expectation. Number 6, mature woman in the reverse. They expect you to make the same decision. They have not necessarily witnessed or been aware of the fact that you're like healing, you're changing, right? You see things, you're being more honest with yourself. Maybe you're taking advice from friends. Maybe you're reading some self-help books. They expect you to make an immature decision because they don't realize that you are maturing, that you are working on yourself, that you are seeing things differently, and you're not willing to remain stuck in the same place, right? They then hear about this decision and they get a little bit uncomfortable. But with sudden wealth, I view this as you finally getting the love of a lifetime after having waited a long time. This person's going to show back up after you find that new love. This is the Hidden Truth Oracle. What else do we have? I love you unconditionally. I want to be more than friends. I wonder if you are happy without me. Sorry, guys. It's my first day. Just being near you is intoxicating. They think about the times they spent with you more often than I think you would suspect, more often than they would imply. I lost myself for a little while. This feels like your energy, the person who's about to find a new love. The timing just wasn't right for us. You understand that they weren't on the same track, or they weren't pursuing that spiritual growth the way that you might be. I hope that you can forgive me one day. there's a little bit of guilt here because you feel like you should choose them, or that maybe they're counting on, you know, you being there for them, but you can't do that. And I think it's fair for you to have a timeline where this is when, you know, it works for us to renegotiate or, you know, figure out if we can make it work. But if you don't get to me by that point, then, you know. Hello, Maribel. How are you doing? All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes. I appreciate you all. I'll see you on the next reading. Doodles.